I am sold out in the key of F. We begin with the first inversion. It's still F, A, C. This is your root first inversion to the first inversion of G minor. Here's your G minor. Here's your first inversion to the second inversion of F. Root, first inversion, second inversion. So you go from the first inversion of F to the first inversion of G minor to the second inversion of F. I am so up to the first inversion of B flat. B flat, first inversion. Out. I am so F being our root, being our key, it'll be number 1. So you be 1 to the 1 power. When I say 1 to the 1 power, that means 1 in the first inversion. Or 1R, that means 1 root. 1 to the second power, that'll be the second inversion of F. 2 to the first power, that'll be the second inversion of G minor. Right there. 4 to the 1 power, that'll be B flat. To the 1 power will be first inversion. 4 in the first inversion. Or second inversion. So we go from 1 to the 1 power, 2 to the 1 power, 1 to the second power, to 4 to the first power. I am so. And in between, you got that 7 over 7 to 4 over 6, 7 root to 4 to the first power. And then my mind is A flat, G, F, and the key of F, that's your third flat, 2, 1, 3 flat, 2, 1. My mind is, and then made up is 2 to the second power, down to 1 to the second power. 2 G flat, G minor, second power, made up 1 F to the second power, root first inversion, second inversion. Made up, I am sold out. My mind is made up. Then you go into who can separate. That's your 7 second power, root, first inversion, second inversion. But we ain't going there. Nobody gonna sing up that high, so we play it down here. Who can separate us to the root of 4, which is B flat, from the love of Jesus? Then not death nor life. It goes from the first inversion of F to the second inversion. Not death, then nor life. That's that G minor, first inversion, nor, down to the first inversion of F. Life, nor life, to the first power, to 1 to the first power. And pretty soon I'm going to stop showing you and I'm just going to tell you 7 to the second power, 4 root, 1, 1. You should know, be able to know the formula. 7 to the second power. Gotta be able to see it all over the piano. Root 4R 1 1 1 to the second power. 2 to the first power. 1 to the 1 power. Who can separate case it's simple, as I put on the paper, 7 over 7 be, who can separate it? 4 over 6, 4 root over 6. Not deaf. Just hold your 3. 1 to the first power, 1 to the second power. And then 2 to the first power down to 1 to the first power. Then back to I am sold out. Second verse, which is the same as the first verse. Then after they come out there, they go back to I'm sold out. Then they invert that. Instead of starting from 1 to the first power, they start from 1 to the second power. They move up, I am sold out. Second power to 2 to the second power to the root of 1, and then 4 to the second power. And they just repeat that. 7, 4, 7, 7, 4 is just in between. You could either play it up here or back down at the root. Just wherever you want to play it, because it's in between. You can play it or not play it. That's why it doesn't matter what version you play it. But the others does matter for the choir's sake. My heart is fixed. Well, that's 1 to the second power. My heart is fixed. My mind's made. 1 to the second power. 4 to the second power. 7 to the first power. 7 root. Back down to. Back down to 4 to the first power. One to the first power. What I said second power for? My heart is fixed. That's second power. 1 to the second power. 1 to the second power. To 4 to the first power. To the root of 7. My mind is made. Back down to that 1 to the 4 to the first power. Spirit lives me, you jump to the root because it inverts, so it's the root of F of spirit, second inversion of B flat in me, and that's the reason. That's 7 to the first power, and that's the reason. Back down to 4 to the second power. I'm so, and then you out jumps up to the first power of F.